SUMMERWEEN vlog. I talked about SUMMERWEEN on my last TBR video. SUMMERWEEN is a week-long readathon that started on July 5th and it will end on July 11th. As you can tell by the title, it's like a mix between summer and Halloween, so you can have like a little cozy Halloween during the summer. It's for the ones that love Halloween so much and they just miss it during the rest of the year. So this readathon is hosted by Gabby Reads. I will link her channel down below so you can go check her out. I have talked about the book that I plan on reading for the SUMMERWEEN, and it is called Hidden Pictures. This is the Persian translated version. I will put the original cover again right here. This book is about a babysitter. She's a recovering addict. She's going to look after this kid during the summer, but this little kid, he has an imaginary friend, and then he does some like really creepy and scary drawings of her. I don't want to talk too much about it because I don't want to give away too much. So this book fits 4 of the prompts, which are read a book in the dark or at night. I plan on reading this every single night. And the second prompt, which is read a thriller or horror. The genre of this book is thriller and horror. So number 3, read a book with a night sky on the cover or any sky. This is a night sky on the covers. Number 5, which is read a book that takes place in the summer. I was not so sure about it. This was giving me like camping vibes, even though this person is like kind of burying something. The whole foresty look kind of gave me summer vibes, but as I was reading it last night, I realized that it actually is taking place during the summertime. The only prompt that this one does not fit in is prompt number 4, which is read a book with 5 or more words in the title. But as I have mentioned before in my other video, if I find the time to read another book, I will definitely consider doing something for the 5th challenge. So today is actually July 8th. I started the readathon last night, so the past few days I've been super busy and I didn't have the time to actually sit down and read or film anything. So I watched the live reading sprints that Gabby and her friends did. I was a little bit late to the party, but I watched the recorded live last night and I got some reading done. I read about 100 and something pages. It's not that creepy, like up until like 100 and something pages. This is the translated version, that's why I'm not sure exactly how many pages I've read. Up until this point, nothing creepy has happened. There was like 2 teeny tiny scenes about this imaginary friend that I was like, ooh, that's kind of spooky, but nothing major, nothing way too scary or anything. I definitely plan on reading more of it tonight. I will keep you updated every single day. Happy SUMMERWEEN. I'm also wearing like the most festive shirt I have. So my other plans during this SUMMERWEEN is watching some scary movies. Last night we watched an hour of the movie called The First Omen, and we still have not finished it. Whenever we finish it, I will tell you my thoughts on everything. And I really want to watch the new show that has come out. It's called A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I read the first book in that series. It was not my favorite, like it was a fun time. I thought that it was like a good choice for people that are new to like the thriller genre, like a good introduction to this genre. As I said, it was like a fun time, but it was not my favorite book of all time. That's why I did not continue on with the series, but I really love Emma Myers. She's playing the main character, if I'm remembering it correctly, Pippa Fitz, and I really want to give the show a chance. I will see you tomorrow, probably. Hi! It's the next night. It's actually July 9th, and last night I read up to chapter 13. I'm enjoying this. The only thing that's kind of like disappointing me is that it's not as spooky and as scary as I thought it was going to be. And I feel like it's taking more of a sad turn instead of like a spooky, scary, and creepy one, which is not bad. It's just not what I expected. And the things that I had heard about it, I thought it was going to be a lot more terrifying. It's not, but like there's a mystery and I am intrigued. I want to know what happens. There's also a teeny tiny bit of a romance happening. I'm guessing that it's gonna happen soon. But I love a little bit of romance in every book. Like whatever genre it is, it just always piques my interest. It makes things fun, you know? It makes things fun. And it doesn't have to be like steamy and passion-filled romance. It can just be like, you know? We ended up not watching the rest of the movie called The First Omen. So I still cannot give you my full thoughts, but I ended up watching the first episode of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I forgot to mention this yesterday, but like I don't remember much about that book. Like when I think about it, I don't know what was the plot twist. I don't know what happened at the end. I just know like the plot summary of it. It was fun in my opinion, but like overall, not like a favorite of mine, and the show is kind of giving me the same vibes. I don't think I can watch any more episodes tonight, but maybe tomorrow. Let's read. Desperately hope something really, really creepy happens. So me and my family, we just finished watching The First Omen, and oh my god. I was just going to take my makeup off and get ready for bed, but I wanted to give you guys a little update before doing that, because I can confidently say that this was one of the best horror movies I've seen this year. I actually didn't know that it was a prequel to the 1976 movie called The Omen. I haven't watched that, but I definitely plan to now. This movie, I went into it kind of blind. I didn't know anything. I was initially not very excited about it, but as the story progressed, I was like in shock. It was very well done. Like the acting, on point, perfect. Cinematically, literal perfection, and so stunning and beautiful. The big reveal at the end, I'm not gonna spoil it for people that have not seen it, but like how everything just like tied together perfectly. I do want to put the disclaimer out there that it was kind of disturbing and uncomfortable to watch. Like there were some scenes that could be triggering to some people. I was just in awe because it was like shot in a very beautiful and aesthetically pleasing way. So it was set in Italy during the 1970s. It was kind of like religious horror. I usually am like very like hit or miss with religious horror, but this one is absolutely like one of my top favorites. I'm just gonna read some more of this right now and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. It's the next day. I just wanted to tell you something. Last night when I was reading this, creepy things finally started to happen and it just made me so happy. I was actually terrified. It's really rare for books to actually scare me. I think it's rare for other people as well. It's a lot more scary when you're like watching a movie or like when you're actually experiencing it like a scary ride or something in the theme park. But like reading, you just have to have a very imaginative mind to actually be scared. All these years of me reading, there was only one book that like truly scared me, and that was called Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. And with this one, that's exactly what I hoped, because it's Summerween, you know, the festivities. And I believe that most of that feeling actually comes from the fact that it was nighttime and that I was alone in my bedroom. The house was quiet. Naturally, little things that were happening here would scare me. I'm having the time of my life. I still have that feeling that the story is going in like a sad direction. Like these things that are happening, they're happening because of some like really upsetting and depressing reason. And I don't think I have a problem with it now. I'm gonna continue reading again tonight. I don't have any special plans. I'm hoping to get to page 300 and something tonight, like about this far, so that I can only have this much left for tomorrow, which is the last day of the readathon. I will hopefully finish it tomorrow night so I can edit the video on Friday and then post it on Saturday for you guys. So it's the last day of the readathon. It's Thursday, July 11th, and I finally managed to finish Hidden Pictures last night. I was planning on finishing it tonight, but last night while I was reading it, the plot twist happened. I did not see that one coming at all. I had so many theories in my head, and I was going to be so disappointed if any of those theories were true. Fortunately, they were not, and something entirely different happened, which made me like this book more. And it was just so intense, I couldn't put it down. I had to finish it. I forgot to mention that I gave this book 4 stars. I absolutely loved it, like the mystery, the horror, the romance, but it just didn't feel like a 5-star read. And maybe that's because of my wrong expectations. Like when I wanted to rate it on my Goodreads, I will link my Goodreads down below, by the way. So I wanted to rate it, and then I saw that it's listed under thriller books and not horror books. So I was a little bit mistaken there. So this is technically a thriller, but it has elements of horror in it. That's the only thing that kind of put me off. Other than that, everything was perfect. There were some parts where the pacing was a little bit slow, but I was fine with it. As I said, I was very invested in the story, so I didn't care that much, and I'm pretty happy with it. I'm so glad that I finally gave this one a chance. I finally picked it up. If you like thriller books with a tinge of horror in them, pick this book up. I promise this will not disappoint. Thank you everyone for watching this video. This was my first vlog ever, so I'm sorry if there was some mistakes, if there was any issues with the lighting when I was filming at night. This was a really enjoyable experience. I thought that I would be way too distracted by filming and everything, and I wouldn't be able to read this and finish it on time, but I actually read it pretty fast. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell down below so that you don't miss when I post a new video. Like this video, comment, and share it with your friends. I would really appreciate it. I hope you have a nice day or night, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!